So now what you have to do now is you have to configure the squid3 file. So now, as previously described, that you have to uncomment certain things. So uncomment this for, and this is for the banning ports. If it isn't on port 80, the connection gonna be get a drop, and this command will, in default this is deny all the permission. By setting this into allow, we have to be responsible for doing things done on the proxy, and this is for the honeypot proxy servers. So restarting the squid3 service after changes like this, typing this, it will easily automatically restart. Then what you have to do now is ensure all the browser instances are closed. This is the important part, and then trigger the proxy sign Firefox using this command. Now what you have to do now is sniffing your proxy server. So on the same server instance, we start sniffing by installing T-Shark, and most of the Linux distributor has a T-Shark pre-installed, like Kali Linux has all of those pre-installed. So, or if you don't have any pre-installed, just type this command, install T-Shark, it will automatically install. So sniffing the ETH0, this is the network monitor. So ETH0 means wired network, and this is the wired network. This will vary from machine to machine, because you may have like ETH1 or WLAN 0 or WLAN 1, something like this. So make sure you check your own one. Because this was mine, so I sniffed this interface by TCP on port 3120, just typing this. So for verification, you can test the DNS leak test on the public IP address. Now we are going to set a pipe from the server to our local machine. So we are going to stream the traffic to the machine over SSH and push it to the Wireshark for the monitoring. So on the DigitalOcean instance, just install this Wireshark. Most of the, as usual, as previously told, most of the Linux distributor has a Wireshark pre-installed. So it's better to use the Kali Linux, because Kali Linux has all the tools, penetration or attacking, all tools are pre-installed. So don't have to install a specific one manually. So, or if you don't have installed, so just type this and it will automatically install. Then what you have to do now is setting the users on the Wireshark group, and you cannot run Wireshark as a root. So just type this user mode Wireshark as David, and then the new group command configures the group membership with which a user will log in. So the new group Wireshark, this is the group configuration. This will let running the T-Shark command. This is because this is the command on a regular user. So on the host machine, we are going to pipe the output of the embedded T-Shark pickup file. So all those files that Wireshark will save on your directory that we previously mentioned or selected, all those Wireshark file will be .pcap. So all those file extension has a pcap extension at the end. So make sure you remember, because this is the Wireshark file, and this is the tricky part for the Wireshark, and this is the final command line. So let me define. So as you know, Wireshark is the Wireshark command, as you all know, and -i, it is the interface, and -i does not necessarily a network interface. In this case, a live stream interface going to output the redirection, and then the command specifies, as you all know, this is the T-Shark as previously -f. So -f pcap is the default format for T-Shark. Then -w for writing, it's defined as the writing on the standard output. and this will prompt the GUI of Wireshark, which we previously installed, and will sniff the incoming traffic. You can then also filter the incoming traffic via Wireshark GUI like this. So we are going this is the filter, because in Wireshark GUI interface you have a option like in the upper side corner, upper left, there is an option called filter. So in filter you're just gonna type this. So we're gonna filter this port from 80 to this port. So the Wireshark filter should display your own traffic coming from HTTP ports to TCP ports. So that's how you use a proxy to sniff or monitor traffic, and this is the way for the filtering. This is the part of filtering. So in summary, how do you learn? So we learned that the person who controls the proxy server can see all the sites that you are visiting, all the places that you are going, log all of your traffic information, and many more that you cannot even imagine. Many source IP addresses on 3128 port, as this port that we are used will be your home router. Someone can look at your router and access it, because most of us use the default router setting, because most of our router setting has admin as username, admin as password, like in my TP-Link. So make sure you change your router default password, and it's a must, I guess. I will say it's a must for every penetration tester, because someone can look at your router and access it, and they can do a lot of things that you cannot even imagine. They can change the DNS server, monitor all the URLs that you requested, and your PC can be placed on DMZ on the router, and many things. And you cannot see the encrypted data easily, and at the end the anonymity is a relative on all of this. So that's how you set up your proxy server and monitor the traffic.